So this is just a quick video on our bundling module. So I'll talk you through how it works, how it looks, and all those sorts of things. So you can see here that we are within our Visualfiles history. And to create the bundles, we go to Backstage up here, and then we're going to create bundle template. So what you'll see now is that a window is opened confirming the document cover details. So this will be our bundling front cover. So it's pulled through information like court, claimant, etc. So if we then click OK, we can see that a Word document has opened with all that bit of information in it. So if we then close our Word document, what will happen next is that we'll get another window open, and this is the information it's going to ask about our bundling. So this is where we select the documents from Visualfiles history that we want to add into our bundle. So we can see here, if we open up these columns, that we've got all the documents that are reflected from that Visualfiles history. Obviously, any emails, etc. would also appear within here, and you have the ability to add those in as well. So what we can do is just tick our documents, tick our letters, etc., the ones we want to add in. So we're going to select all of these in this instance. If you've got different versions of them, obviously you would then have a drop-down menu to show those different versions as well. So if we then click Next, this is where we can then select our bundle template. So you can see if I open this up, we've got a number of different templates set up within our system. So what we're going to do is I'm going to simply select dispute resolution, no date. And you can see here we've got the different subheadings that will appear within that binder. So if I then click Next, this is when we can add those documents into the relevant subheadings on that binder. So again, it's a really simple little tick job. If you get to the stage and you go, oh, I've got a document here that I don't want to add in, you simply don't select it. Really quite simple. So you can see now all of those documents are on the right-hand side of the screen. You have the ability as well at this stage, if you want to go in and view a document, quite simply double-click and that document will open. But what we're going to do is we're going to really simply just move these documents to the relevant subsections. So you can see again, really simple, drag and drop, good usability within this. So we can stick these in various little columns all the way through. So we can go up to there with applications, for example. We can stick those in other applications. We'll stick one in order. So again, you can see how kind of quick and simple it is to be able to utilize this. So if we then go make binder, what this does then is it extracts those documents from the Visualfiles history and it inserts them into PDF docs for us. So we can see here on the left-hand side of the window, we've got all those documents and the relevant subheadings that they're under. If you get to this stage and think, oh, that should have gone in a different column, for example, so we can see here we've got a letter of wrote to Leeds Court, we can very simply drag and drop it. And again, you can see that it then moves into the relevant heading, etc. So again, some really good kind of user functionality with this. Very simple interface, nice usability with the drag and drop functionalities. We have the ability, if you want, to be able to watermark it. So you can watermark it as draft, for example. You can also secure it. So lots of options that come within the PDF docs facility. What we're going to do though is we're going to go make binder. And you see here we have the option of single PDF binder, multiple binder cover, etc. We're going to do this as a single PDF cover, single PDF binder. What I'm going to do is click OK. And then you'll see this starts to work through pulling those documents out, converting them into PDFs and then amalgamating them into one whole document. So you'll see that this line will start to work its way through, and you'll start to get your little tick marks appear as it works down this little list. You can see those starting to appear now. So again, it lets your user know that it's working, it's going through the process, and it's really taking that time away and that manual effort away from having to scan documents into the printer, etc., making sure you get both sides, possibly missing a document, forgetting where you are, all those sorts of things. So really quick and simple way of being able to do this within Visualfiles, maintaining that one source of truth. So we can see now it's gone through that process. We have our PDF document here. So we can see we've got our hyperlinked and paginated contents page. So if we want to access a letter or view it, so quite simple, click and it will take you straight to that letter. You'll see on the right-hand side, we've got our claim forms. So again, we can view these if we want to. So yep, we can see all of that there. So again, nice, simple, easy sort of user functionality. So if we close that, we can also see that we've got that document, that bundle has appeared in our file explorer. So to get that into our Visualfiles history, very simple, as with anything importing into Visualfiles, drag and drop, click OK, and then here we've got our PDF binder. If you want to go back in and make any amendments, then we have draft bundles, which we can then go back into. You can add in documents, you can take documents out, all those sorts of things that you really do need that functionality for when it comes to a bundling module. So that is our Visualfiles bundling, and I hope that was helpful.